First thing you need is a tenor saxophone. I happen to have one right here. So let's get started. First thing we're gonna do is unzip the case, which I know sounds a little crazy, but that's what we're gonna go with. And then we're gonna unzip the top half, which is where I keep some very important saxophone tools. These tools include my neck strap, which is an essential, and my reed, which is also an essential. While you're setting it up, I like to keep my reed in my mouth because you need to wet your reed. It is crucial. Now we're gonna open the case. So first you take your mouthpiece, this is mine, and there's a ligature on it, which is how you keep the reed in there, which I'll show you how to do in a little bit. We're just gonna put that over there. And now we're gonna put the neck onto the body of the saxophone. So first things first, take out the body. I have this thing in it. I don't really know what it does, but my dad gave it to me and I put it in. So that's just kind of always in there when I put my saxophone away. Then I take my neck and I just kind of shove it on there gently, and then I tighten this. There's a little screw here. Tighten it so it doesn't fall out. So now I'm going to kind of attach this to my neck strap, like so. Okay, now we're gonna put my reed onto my mouthpiece. So now my reed is nice and wet, and we're gonna put this bad boy on this bad boy. So what I like to do is I like to kind of push the ligature up so that it's easy to fit this in, because I slide the reed in like downward, not upward, because if I were to go like up like this, I could chip the reed, and you don't want to do that. And you kind of line it up kind of like that, and then you tighten the ligature after you line it all up. I don't think you line it up right at the edge of the mouthpiece, but like kind of almost at the edge, like you see how there's like a little black thing. And then my favorite part is to do this, because everyone else hates it. And then you just place this bad boy on here, nice and gentle. Then we're gonna see. Perfect. Now let's get to posture and embouchure. So first of all, you need to sit with your back straight and your feet on the floor. Now let's talk about embouchure. Embouchure is how you put your mouth on the mouthpiece. And for a saxophone, you want to curl your bottom lip under, like that. And your top lip, your teeth are going to rest on here. So like, if I move my lips, it'll be like, kind of like that. And then you rest your top lip up here, so like. And you don't want to push down with your teeth, you just kind of want to be resting it all up there. Now we're going to talk about fingering notes. But first let's go to where your hands should be on the tenor. Your left hand goes on top, and you're going to rest your thumb on this thing. It's right below the octave key. I'll show you what the octave key does in a second. And you put your left fingers here, here, and here. It's the white keys except for this one and this little guy. This is called the bis. That is the left hand. With the right hand, you rest your right thumb under this thing. You're also going to rest your right fingers on the white keys. And then this is for your pinkies. And you just kind of hover your pinky over it. So earlier I mentioned the octave key. The octave key you only use when you're on a note that is D in the staff or higher. So like this is D below the staff. And then I use the octave key, which is. But if I play C, which is right under D, I don't need the octave key unless I play high C, which is. You get it? The octave key is only for notes D in the staff and above. You get me? You following? I'm just gonna do a low B flat scale and show you how fun it is. So this is a low B flat scale. I'll actually go from low all the way to the highest B flat I can play. Boy, have we had fun with our saxophone today. but it's time to put it away. And let me show you how. So first thing I do is I take out the reed of my mouthpiece and I push it up just like we talked about earlier as to not chip it. And then I take the reed and I put it right back in the little reed case. I just put it right back in that top area of my case that we saw earlier. Then I take off the mouthpiece, which, voila, easy as pie. The ligature fell off, but it's okay. And then I just place the ligature on there and I grab my reed cap, put them together, and then I put the mouthpiece back in the case. Then it's time to take off the neck. You have to unscrew what we screwed earlier, and it should pop right off. And then you take the body, put in this weird thing, if you have one, shove it up there, and just place the body right in the case. Finally, you take off your neck strap and put it in that top pocket for next time.